Okay guys, so welcome back to another video today. We are of course back at South Coast Karting for the next round of the Senior Lightweight Championship using the number 21 as always, and we're going to be on the reverse layout today. So our quali is going to be very important because it's not that easy to overtake on this sort of direction of the track. But anyway, enough said, and let's get right on to the racing. Alright, so time for the first heat. We're going to start in P8, which is really not ideal. As I said in the intro, qualifying is very important and I haven't made the most of it this time, which is, you know, on me, not very clever. But anyway, I like rolling starts quite a lot. They don't really suit me because normally I would have a decent advantage being right on the weight limit when we have a standing start because I can get going faster than everyone else. That sort of goes away in the rolling start. We're going to have the outside line as well going into the first corner, so not stacked in our favour, but the green flag is waved. We're going to immediately have quite a big gap to the karts up ahead. I got sort of stuck behind the person with the blue helmet. They're going to be a little bit of a battle though up ahead, which is going to let us catch up. A little bit of contact. We're not going to be able to follow him through. Let's see, maybe we can go up the inside while these two are having a battle. No, not quite. There was a move to be made there and he's very not happy. It was a bit of an aggressive move. He's gone wide, so we're going to get up the inside, having to take a lot of curb there to try and avoid going into them. Again, taking a lot of curb. These poor karts take a lot of abuse. It looked like someone already had a contact warning. We're going to assume that was the person in the white suit. And unfortunately, even though we've gained a place, we've lost a lot of ground to the sort of main pack early on, which is never ideal, but especially in the early stages of the race where you can really capitalise on people tripping over each other, a bit like they are now. You can make some places up, and we have. So we've gone all the way into P5, so I'll take it back. Pretty good start in the end, just not initially. We've managed to make up for it later on though, and still a big gap up ahead. So we'll turn our attention forwards and start to focus on just catching up to the guys in front. And we're going to have to do a little bit of defending as well from the guys behind. We're going to skip ahead to only 4 minutes left and we're getting attacked. So they're going to try and go around the outside. We're going to block it off for now. We're looking our blind spot. No one there, but he's gone out the inside. A brilliant move. And in my helmet, I remember I was thinking, you know what, I'm not even mad that I've been overtaken. That was a quality move. But we're going to try and get him back now. So let's see. And oh no, we've hit him and he's gone round. We've lost another place. It's so annoying when things like that happen. Let's just take a look at that in slow motion and we'll see what went on. So we move to the inside, not really to attack, just to try and make sure I don't push him into the corner. He comes in, he hasn't seen us because we're in his blind spot and there's nowhere really for us to go. It's either him or the barriers, and yeah, just couldn't turn myself into the barriers there. So such an annoying move. We're going to get a 4-place penalty for that, which is, I think, pretty harsh, but you know, at the time I thought I absolutely dive bombed him and hit him in the side, which wasn't what happened, but you know what, I couldn't complain then, so I won't complain now. Anyway, last lap, P6 is a decent improvement from P8 with the sort of difficulty overtaking on this layout, but overshadowed a little bit by that incident.
Just an incident.
In the first half, or last half of the race. Anyway, P6 -4, that's 10th, so good result on track, but at the end it's going to come away losing 2 places. Okay, so time for the second heat. Going to be lining up in P10, a long way down, but hopefully we should be able to make up a couple of places. Maybe not off the start because we're on the right hand side of the grid, which will be the outside line into turn 1, but we might be able to, in the ensuing chaos of laps sort of 2 and 3, make up 1 or hopefully 2 places. The thing we really want to avoid is going backwards, because when you're sort of low down, we got to focus on the start, get a good start, because when you're low down you can really make a lot of places up on the start. So let's see if we can go around the outside into turn 1. We're side by side, a little bit of contact there, we're going to get pushed wide, but it's okay. We're going to lose possibly another place now on the inside. That's the person we had the incident with in the first race, so we're going to drop down to P11. Could make a move there, but no, not going to risk it. We'll see. That will be a little bit of a theme sort of throughout the rest of the night, because I didn't want to have another crash incident, you know, get another penalty, and so the confidence in taking slightly more risky moves was definitely not there, which isn't what you want when you're in P11. You need to make up some places, but hopefully we'll be able to take advantage of other people making mistakes to get past, and just when the opportunistic moves happen, we'll be able to recognize it and make them. Also, other people are bound to get penalties, so if the pack stays quite close like it is now and we avoid getting a penalty, then we can maybe profit off of other people who do. So this is going to be pretty important to, if we don't make moves, just stay on the back of the pack. We'll try and get past these two because they're having a little bit of a fight. We could have made up a place there probably, but we've washed out a little bit wide and that's cost us the opportunity to make a move. We're going to see if we can maybe go around the outside here. No, we're going to leave them space. The person in the Lewis Hamilton helmet is going to go a bit wide. We'll see if we can go up the inside. Oh, big hit from behind there. I'm not very happy about it, but we've lost another place down in P12, so a pretty catastrophic start really. We're going to go back up the inside though, not leave them any space on the exit, and gain that place right back. A little bit of a gap now in front and an even bigger one to the karts ahead, and then again to the main pack, which is again what we want to avoid because we want to try and make up places through penalties at the end of the race, because I know looking back at this that I'm not going to be as aggressive as I should, but we've, like I said, made that opportunistic move. We've got up to P10 with a nice little switch back there. We've unfortunately also got a contact warning, which is a bit weird. I don't know where the contact really was there, but hey ho, I guess that's what happens, that's racing. So we'll skip ahead to about 4.5 minutes left, and there's still a little bit of a gap up ahead to the karts in front, but we are sort of gaining maybe a little bit, and I think we have a little bit more space behind us as well, so we can comfortably sit here, try and gain on the people who are in front of us, and then not worry too much about the people behind us. So head down, let's focus, let's concentrate, try and make up some time here. And these two up ahead are starting to fight, so that's going to cost them a lot of time, and you'll see by the end of next lap how much we can catch up to them because they're battling, and I'm able to just be in clean air, lap normally as I would, take the normal lines the fastest way around, and then subsequently gain a lot of time on those two who are sort of getting in each other's way a bit, attacking, defending and taking different lines. So we've gained a little bit on them already, and you'll see a move there, lovely move, but we've managed to gain on them so much in just one lap because they're fighting, and that's why in karting and especially rentals, because it's quite a short lap, you really need to make the moves happen quickly and then try and run off into the distance, because otherwise you'll end up going backwards straight after. And if you don't make the overtakes, you'll go backwards anyways, because there's always someone behind you, hopefully. So let's see then. We're back onto the main pack as well, pretty much. So in a more ideal position to gain places from penalties. We'll see, maybe we can put a move around the outside of Adam. Maybe we can do a switchback. No, he's just put his car in the right place to sort of stop me from making a move, which is pretty good defending. We'll see. Stick on his bumper all the way around here, and maybe into that final chicane we can make a move if we have the confidence, which, like I said, we probably won't. But we're right on his tail. He's going to defend it very nicely. We wouldn't have been able to make a move then, even if I was going to try. We'll see. We've got a good run out of the last corner. Again, maybe we can go for a switchback. We are in the right place, but I think I could have made a move there. It maybe would have been a little bit of contact, and we can't really have that because we're already on a warning, remember, and it goes one contact warning and then a penalty. So we're going to have to be very careful when we make this move, hopefully in the end, that we don't have any sort of side-by-side contact, because that is going to give us a 3-second penalty, which is why I was a bit annoyed that we got a warning earlier in the race for something I didn't really understand, because it kind of then later stops you from making overtakes that you normally would have tried. But anyway, we got to focus on the driving, because we've lost quite a lot of distance to the main group up ahead. They're also having a bit of a fight, and Adam's managed to run away a little bit from me, so we'll take that corner nice and close, getting very close to those tyres, which is surprisingly easier than it looks. It's also much easier to clip them and lose a lot of time. But we'll just try, for now, we're not going to put any moves on Adam. We're just going to try and stick on his tail and catch up to the main group, because even if we do get past him and we lose loads of time, that'll be one place. But if we can stay on his tail and then get onto the main pack, a couple of people could have penalties and we'll gain more places, because there's only a minute left. Obviously I didn't know the exact numbers, but I knew we were close to the end of the race, so we've got more chance of gaining places by catching up to the people in front and not overtaking than losing time by making one overtake, which is a little bit of a risk. But because they're all so close together, there's bound to be someone with a penalty, and I'd seen the penalty board come out a few times when I was going around. Not for me, but for other people, so I knew that if we could catch up, we would also gain places. About 2 laps to go now though, and if we can make a move, we're still going to have to do it, because we also can't get held up. Not quite going to be able to, and you can see this corner here, turn 2, is our absolute weakness. Just for some reason I couldn't get it nailed this night round, and that was costing me a lot of time every single lap. That's probably the reason that we qualified so low. But these two are getting in each other's way a bit. We're going to go 4 in the pack now. We'll see, last lap of the race, can we make a position up? This is where we will really gain from penalties, but the gap ahead to the main pack is quite big. So that's P6 all the way in front of us, and this is tough because I don't know who has penalties, who hasn't. Should I really attack, or should I hang back and avoid getting a penalty myself? A little bit of a lock up into the final corner there, though. We're not going to be able to make up any more places. The checker flag comes out and we'll finish P10th, move up 2 places because of penalties. And you know, that was a fun race. It was a pretty good result. Alright then, time for the final, and I'm going to line up in P8, I think. We can count back the rows. It looks like 10. We're all the way back down in 10th due to our first 2 heat results. It's a bit annoying, but you know, that's how it is. We can hopefully make up a place or 2. And there should be some penalties as well. There's been a lot of penalties so far. So we're going to gain a place right off the line. We'll see if we can go around the outside here. Going to be really difficult. We'll get pushed out wide. We're going to get pushed out wide by 2 people. We're going to lose another place. So we gained 1, lost 2, which is obviously a net loss of 1, which is not good, not what you want at the start of a race. We really want to be going forwards, especially as we can do a lot better than P10, I think. The results from the rest of the season would suggest. But we'll just see. Hopefully they'll all hold each other up here. There'll be a bit of a concertina effect, they call it, when everyone kind of slows down and the front slows, and then the back has to slow a lot more so that you can then send a dive bomb and try and get past someone. But there's a little bit of a fight going on up ahead, so hopefully they won't be able to just run away from us, and we'll try to get a move done pretty soon. There's a bit of an opportunistic move tried there by the person with the white suit. We'll see if we can get a switchback on them outside of turn 1. There's 2 karts holding themselves up a little bit there. We'll see if we can go around the outside. We'll get 1 and we'll get 2. Lovely move there, and going 3 wide through turn 1, which is definitely a first for me. But that's very nice. We've gained 2 places into P9. Let's see. I think, judging by the whole sort of evening so far, we should be faster than the person up ahead. So let's stick on their tail and try and get past them nice and quickly. Luckily, no penalties yet. When you sort of go 3 wide, there's always a bit of a risk that you're going to get contact and get a warning, but no, we managed to get through it nice and cleanly there. So let's just keep pushing for now. Getting a little bit tired at this point, physically, not really mentally. It's hard to get sleepy when you're driving a kart, but it is very tiring, and the finals are the longest races by about 2 minutes, which is 4 laps or so. So we'll just keep on his bumper for now. But yeah, you do get quite tired in the end, and sort of your shoulders, which is not great when you're driving. But you know, let's just have to go to the gym more, I guess. So we'll stick on his bumper. Really, we want to get past him last lap, so we'll try and do it as quickly as possible. But he is notoriously good at defending, so we'll see. If we can't get a move past safely, then we'll just try and stick on his bumper, because I think we're going to catch up to the guys in front, and we are skipping forwards a few minutes, and we're in this big fight all the way up to, I think, about P5 or maybe even P4. We'll see if we can do a move around the outside there. Nope, don't want to get pushed out onto the grass, because you can get warnings for that as well, because it damages the karts. Could have been a little bit closer to those barriers on the inside, and we've lost a little bit of time because of it. We'll hit, miss, and hit the apexes there, sort of the reverse of that corner in the Nürburgring, if you know. And yeah, we just lost a little bit of contact with the contact, as in, like, we've lost contact. We haven't been driving into them with the karts up ahead, but we'll try and just catch up. This is going to be a good place to gain some positions, because like I said, the concertina effect will all hold them up, and we should be able to make an opportunistic move. But we've lost even more time, which is really not good. There's that tiredness sort of starting to get to us. We'll skip forwards to 40 seconds left, and we're still on the back of this pack, and lots of karts up ahead. So really, if there's anyone with a penalty here, they're going to lose out massively, which could work in our favour, because we are so far penalty-less, penalty-free. So we've got to just try and stick within about 3 seconds of the front karts. There's bound to be someone with a penalty, and then we can gain at least one more position. But let's see, if we set ourselves up nicely on the outside here, we might be able to make a move. Nope, he's gone into the barriers a little bit because of some contact with the kart in front, and we've not quite had the space to make a move through. But looks like this is going to be the final lap now, and it's all spread out a little bit more, which is really not what we wanted. But hopefully we can just catch up a little bit more, taking a bit of curb on the inside there to swing the kart around. Not quite warm enough anymore, are the karts and track, to take that flat. Nice and close here. We'll try and get a good run, but I don't think we're going to be able to make it happen. Nope. P9, we're going to gain 2 places from penalties. Just like I said, we might be able to. It's P7 at the end of the night, which is, you know, not bad. Right, so thank you very much for watching. This was a decent night of racing, and yeah, that is just about that. It's been great doing these videos lately. We've gained a lot of subscribers. I think we had 12 in the last month. Gained 12, that is. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.